gleaming, whose broad stripes
guided us back to the top. It is time for us, the class of 2013, to solidify our graduation from the Academy of Notre Dame and move on to our bright futures. It may be cliche to say, but time has truly flown by on our 4-year journey through high school. We have had tremendous experiences, ones that have shaped us into who we are today. These experiences include the fun Flynn packets, the We the People competition, the geometry proofs, the extreme calculus problems, the finals, the decoding of Shakespeare, and yes, Mrs. Vitale, I do mean decoding, and the overwhelming process of college applications. We have learned to be charitable, independent, graceful, a little challenging, and responsible young women in and out of the classroom. Not only are we now knowledgeable and capable women, but this class is full of so much talent, kindness, openness, ferocity, and will to achieve the greatest things possible that it truly astounds me. With these amazing talents and qualities, there are a few that I hope you remember as you journey to college. Don't forget the incredible costumes adorned by Amy Vachon in your future college spirit days. Don't forget to ask questions, as Bridget Handy did, when we all quietly thanked her in our heads because we were just as confused. Don't forget to smile, be happy. Sometimes just nodding your head and saying, yeah, you're right, like Katie Connolly, is the best avenue. Don't forget to find a buddy who is just as obsessed about a TV show as you are, as I found in Elizabeth Barco. Don't forget to appreciate the artistry in the world. From art to music, many in our class often grace our eyes and ears with it. Don't forget to keep up with technology. Although we may not all become hackers like Jenny Lemire, we should at least know how to run Microsoft Word and write that term paper. Finally, don't forget to be as loyal as your closest friend is to you, for you never know when you may need them. Now, my classmates, look beside you. I didn't see you look. There we go. All right. Find those talents or qualities in those sitting beside you and ingrain them into your brain. Appreciate them. All right, so enough about that. I want to take these last few moments for one final wish and thanks that I have for all of you. My final wish is that each and every one of you find success in your next chapter in life. Now, success varies by the individual, but I found that Ellen DeGeneres describes the success I wish for you the best. She says, the definition of success changes. Success is to live your life with integrity and not to give in to peer pressure to be something you're not. Follow your passion, stay true to yourself, and never follow someone else's path. With that, I would like to personally thank each and every one of you. Thank you for the laughs, the smiles, the tears, the highest stress level ever imagined, the support, the encouragement, and thank you for this 4-year experience that I could have never accomplished without you all by my side.
That we will all go our separate ways, but hopefully you will remember that nobody goes through life by themselves. Know that you do not get to where you are today without the help of others, and that other people cannot get where they need to be without your help. You are a key piece in this great puzzle of life and have potential to do great things. Let no one tell you otherwise. Know that life is hard and life is struggle, but life is also beautiful. It is up to us to decide whether we will let the sadness and hardship make us colder, or whether we will embrace what we have been given. It is our decision whether to choose to see the glass half full or the glass half empty. I hope you will all leave here today recognizing that although at times we may fail, only we will get back up again and try again. I hope that as you leave here today, you will stay strong, and even when the going gets rough, you will never give up that search for the silver lining.
Best exemplifies the ideals of St. Julie. She models compassionate service and leadership, which extends from classroom to co-curricular activities to outreach to those in need. Her life gives strong evidence of Christian values. She reverences life, respects diversity, and works for unity. I feel certain that St. Julie would share our pride in this year's recipient. She is described as genuine, kind, compassionate, and always friendly to everyone and is not judgmental, She has a wonderful spirit in all she does and is extremely giving of her time to NDA. She's a person of integrity who speaks up for Christian values who openly professes and lives out her faith in action. Bridget Handy, this year's St. Julie Award winner, to come forward to receive the St. Julie Medal. Thank you all.
After 4 years, it's a reality, girls. From personal experience, I know the hard work, the dedication, the sleepless nights, the stressful study sessions, and the amazing juggling acts it took for you to be here today in your lovely white gowns with flowers adorning your hair. You all look beautiful. I think we all know, though, it wasn't always this pretty. There were days that the blouses didn't get ironed because you were at your volleyball game until 9 o'clock in Dedham. There were days that the hair wasn't perfectly straightened or curled or even washed because of that calculus test we had the first session during our first period. After 8 hours of a school day, you sang your heart out at Glee Club, you gave 100% at a grueling basketball practice, you attended Fine Arts Night, and then somehow you managed to complete that mountain of homework. So, the following day when you woke up for round 2, still half asleep, you may have worn one maroon knee sock and one navy blue. You have been pushed and tested at the Academy of Notre Dame to become the best you academically, spiritually, athletically, artistically, musically, and in every other way possible. Today, you have risen to the occasion, and maybe you have even exceeded your own expectations as timid 14-year-old freshwomen. I commend you on your perseverance, and I am proud to call you my fellow alumni. Praying with each step I took that St. Julie Billiard would give me the grace necessary to avoid a graduation stopping nosedive down those stairs. After 4 years of wearing only clogs and flats, who knows why I thought heels were a good idea for that day. But I remember the mix of raw emotions as my name was called, my mind rapidly filling with questions about next year as I clutched onto my diploma for some stability. I remember cheering with my friends, saying our "it's not a goodbye" goodbyes, taking endless photos, and slowly leaving the grounds. My graduation was a wonderful tribute to my time at the Academy, and it has left me with many lasting memories. I hope you all can say the same after today. There is one thing, though, that I can't seem to remember from that day. Of course, it would be the speech. When Sister Pat asked me to be your graduation speaker, I was deeply honored. Also completely shocked. I literally had to reread the email 2 different times to make sure I fully comprehended what she was requesting. As soon as I accepted, though, my mind just started racing. I immediately began reminiscing about my day, and I tried as hard as I could to remember what I had heard. The harder I tried, though, the deeper the memory seemed to sink away. So, this is your out. If in 7 years you don't remember anything that I say today, I guess I can't blame you. But I did enlist some help from some friends of mine to try to make it a bit more memorable. Currently, I am a 5th grade co-teacher at the Lincoln Elliott School with all of our students, 1/3 of whom have special needs. These students typically would be pulled out of the classroom so that they can receive their special education services. But with their level of needs, that means they would be pulled out of the classroom all day long. I don't find that acceptable. So my co-teacher and I work tirelessly to make sure that all of our students are included throughout the day, no matter if they're 2 grade levels above or 2 grade levels below the 5th grade benchmarks. We appropriately support and challenge each individual child. To put it lightly, I am obsessed with my job. I only hope that you can all feel the same love for your future profession as I do for mine. My students make every early alarm and each night of late report writing completely worth it. I know. I know. So I was very touched by the gesture myself. But after reading them, I realized they were really on to something. I have 2 friends who also teach in my school, 1st graders and 2nd graders, so we got their students involved too. Here is some free advice from some very wise and I think very amusing children. One of my 5th graders, Katie, wrote, "School is part of your life, but friendships last for all of it." I told you I have a great class. Your tight cohort of women has utilized every opportunity that NDA has to offer. And now it is time to move on as individuals and try out something new. Whether you're going to Boston University, go Terriers, or St. Louis University, it's going to feel like a completely new world. You will have to put yourself out there and go and make new friends. But don't worry, some 1st and 2nd graders have advice to help you on that front. Youssef wrote, "Be nice to your roommates. You should be nice by bringing candy to your roommate every Saturday." I think this 7-year-old is going to be just fine in college. In all seriousness, your roommate is the most important person to get along with. Now, don't misunderstand my message. You do not need to be best friends with them. In fact, in such close quarters, quickly made friendships have a tendency of quickly going out of style. But that doesn't mean you can't share your time in the dorm, like my roommate and I did. We loved listening to music, watching movies, and studying, but we did keep our lives separate with different groups of friends, classes, and activities. And remember, girls, if it ever gets really bad, you could always try some candy. Isha, a 2nd grader, said, "Making new friends is really hard, but you can do it. All you have to do is spend a lot of time with everybody and see who is best for you. And don't ever be friends with a bully." You will be thrown into a new setting where no one knows anyone and I didn't make that up. Or trying out a new sport. For me, that was co-ed football and broomball, which is played on the ice in sneakers. And you have a little stick that looks like a broom you're trying to score with. So basically you just fall. A lot. Personally, I recommend the sports route. It worked out pretty well for me. Sadly, they do exist outside of the confines of an elementary school. There are going to be people who try to bring you down for one reason or another. Don't let them. You are strong, independent women who don't need to deal with anyone who makes you feel any less than that. There will be challenges, facing ignorant people, surviving a difficult course, owning up to a mistake that you made. It is quite difficult to appreciate these not so good times, especially in the moment, but it is during these times that you learn more about who you are as a person and about the people surrounding you than during any perfect day. Just know you don't have to face them alone. I'm truly blessed, though, because I have even more people in my life that fit the description of Butcher's familial definition. It would be quite impossible to name them all here, but 2 must be mentioned. Sabrina Carvalho and Elizabeth Rezaje were my two best friends while I was here at the Academy. And they still are today. They have always been there for me, willing to share the tragedies and the joys. Go make new friends, but never forget the women you're sitting next to today. You have shared 4 years of your life together during a critical time when you have started to choose who you want to become. You may lose touch, but whenever you face adversities, I can tell you from personal experience, Damies, they don't flinch, no matter how dark or scary it may seem. I guess that might be because after dissecting those poor pigs in anatomy and physiology, there's not much left that could make this bunch flinch, right, Mr. Flynn? I think so. That is just one of the countless examples of your dedication to your education. Don't take it personal, girls. Imagine what she says to me. Pack up, bring your boots, bring your food. If you ever wanted insight into a first grader's mind of college, girls going to Florida, you don't need your boots. Those are just two reasons why I smile every day at my job. As a teacher of children, one of my main goals is to make them smile by providing them with positive educational experiences. I have an incredible love for the words of Dr. Seuss. I have witnessed his books make even the most reluctant of readers and the most veteran of teachers uncontrollably smile due to his ability to mix fantastical humor with powerful truths. However, I also recognize that one of his most famous pieces has become so beloved that it might cross over into trite territory during graduation speeches. So today I choose to leave you reciting, "Oh, the places you'll go, the NDA way." Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. Whether flip-flops or heels, post-graduation, you can actually choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the woman who will decide where to go. You've walked up and down the Academy's halls, you've attended the auctions, gone to prom and fall balls. Since the freshwoman sleepover to the baccalaureate, you have made so many memories here you will never forget. In the pool, on the courts, the Lancers found a way. In the gym, on the field, to compete in the MIAA. Maybe the auditorium is where your dues were paid, in Annie, the Odd Couple, or the Little Mermaid. Those in campus ministry chose to give back and volunteer. Whether at St. Pat's or Deauville, you spread goodness and cheer. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights, you'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You'll head off to George Mason, Merrimack, or UNH, Holy Cross, St. A's, and Michigan State. At Nichols and Marist, your new chapter will start. At Stonehill and Assumption, you're going to show off your smarts. With all different majors, nursing to biology, international relations, social work, and psychology. All will use writing skills honed by Mrs. Vitale. The two graphic designers best remember the lessons by Mr. Leone. Anyone going into communications or dealing with anything legal, I promise you, will never face anything harder than Mrs. Forsgaard's We the People. Science majors, good luck. You are a special crew. When you face crazy labs, think, what would Turkovich do? Remember Mrs. McLean, a true paragon. Live by her example, each dusk to each dawn. And the three education majors, as you face trials and tribulations, remember all of your teachers here for infinite ideas and inspiration. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed, because those from all girls' schools score 43% higher on their SATs. Damies, you will move mountains. So be your name Irene or Gigi or Ashley or Jezebel or Samantha or Erica Farley. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Congratulations.
Erica Lynn Farley, Mount Wachusett Community College in Criminal Justice. Nora Ann Mello, Michigan State University, Music. Tessa Kathleen Murphy, Middlesex Community College.
Board, it is my pleasure to formally induct the class of 2013 into the Notre Dame Academy Alumni Association. I will ask you to repeat after me. We, the graduating class of 2013, gratefully accept membership in the Alumni Association. Through membership in this association, we pledge our loyalty and support to the Academy of Notre Dame, so that in the spirit of St. Julie Billiot, the Academy may continue to assist young women to grow in spirit, heart, and mind. Congratulations. I wish you much success in your future endeavors, and I ask that you don't forget to come back to NDA. Thank you.
The Academy of Notre Dame. We congratulate